good things that's happened to the place. Looks pretty empty at the moment though. Now just driving along here, it's hard to imagine what I'm talking about when I'm talking about all the building and the growth that's happening in this area, because you can't see it. It's actually over to our right, not just behind these houses, but basically. We'll have a look at it in a minute. I'll show you a new suburb that's just been created called Ocean Sands. Got it wrong. Golden Sands. Golden Sands. Always get them mixed up. Don't know what the hell Ocean Sands is, but anyway, Golden Sands. Pretty euphemistic name, if ever there was one. But this is it. It starts here. So what have we got here? We've got a physio, doctors, pharmacy, school, kindergarten. So it's an entire suburb, you know, brand spanking new. And this, apart from here on, all of these houses have been built in the last year. The school was built a couple of years ago in readiness. But all from this side of the creek onwards, yeah, it's all new, like brand new. Not just a little bit new, but brand new. Yeah, if you had to come here 6 months ago, a lot of these houses weren't even here. If you came here a year ago, there was virtually nothing here. There's a couple of show homes, and that was it. Now we considered buying a house down here. We considered building a new one. But look at them. I mean, they're so small, so close together, just about touching some of them. These houses weren't here 6 months ago, and look how close they are. It's just disgraceful. Hard to believe that this was just farmland a year ago. Brand spanking new houses. Average section size would be 500 square metres. Yeah, they get down to as little as 350, I think, square metres. And they're building these massive, great houses. Well, you know, as big a house as they can fit on them. Like the house sizes range between 180 to 230 odd square metres floor area, because they're all single level. And oh golly, just I hate it. I really, really hate it. So these are some of the areas that are still growing, and back behind me there, you can see, well, you probably can't see, but that direction is where the new town, the new city is going to go. It's going to be so big that it's not even going to be called Papamoa anymore. It's going to have a new name. You know, the house sales statistics that I last saw, probably a couple of months old now, showed that 25% of all new house all house sales in Papamoa were going to people from Auckland. I don't think that includes these new houses. So where have all these people come from? Just incredible. Just massive, massive growth on a massive scale. Getting quite upset about it. And we'll just see how far we can go before we run out of houses. Ugh. They're all so bloody small. Just through there, behind these houses, is the toll road, the motorway. Wouldn't that be great to listen to at night? All the cars and trucks whizzing past on the motorway. Now they build they just offend me. These places absolutely offend me. You look at these garages. Now, in this country, they call these garages that you can see, they're all the same size. They call them a double garage, and technically you can get 2 cars in there, but you can't get anything else in there. You can barely open the doors. The cars are almost touching one another, and they've just, made it the minimal size that they can get away with, and still call it a double garage. It just offends me. I don't know. I know I'm a grumpy old bastard, but the house we bought in the older part of Papamoa, it was built in 1996. It's a 200 square metre house, 4 bedrooms. The double garage is a double garage. It's even got 2 rooms on the side of it, one of which I'm going to use as a study and workshop, and the other room will be a bedroom for one of the kids. And that's just in the garage. And then the rest of the house is huge. And it's 804 square metre section. It has a swimming pool, a large area around the house. You're not so close to the neighbours that you can reach out the window and shake hands like you can with some of these bloody places. And yeah, I mean, you got to make some sacrifices if you want to live in town, but not this much. But having said that, most of these people are only here at night time. They get up early, get the kids off to school, and then both parents go to work, or if they don't have kids, then they go to work. There's no one here during the day. The only time that they are here and able to enjoy the surroundings are the weekends. So I suppose when you look at it from that point of view, only 2 days out of every week that you really need the outdoor area around your house. It's not a big leap to say, well, okay, let's not bother too much about it, just have as much house as we can get on our little piece of land as possible and enjoy the house. So that's where they do most of their living. And I suppose if that's the way you're used to thinking, and a lot of people are, of course, because they've been brought up that way, then that's all good, I suppose. But I was brought up on a farm, and I like wide open spaces around me, and having to live on 804 square metres for me is small enough. And I've got some privacy too. I mean, don't have people looking in your windows all the time like you do in some of these places. Anyway, it's my little grizzle. Sign of the times. I asked a real estate agent one day who were all these people that are moving here, and why is there a need for 30,000 houses, new houses, other than, they haven't even started those 30,000 yet. So where are all these people coming from, and why? What do they do? And the reason is they are a product of the growth. They are all the tradies, the builders and the electricians and the plumbers, the bricklayers and the roofers and the drain layers and the electricians, all of the trades that are associated with new houses. Then on top of that, you've got the developers, the earth movers, the people who build the streets, the people who build the infrastructure, the sewage and the power and the drainage. Yeah, so that's the people are coming to live here to do the work, and the more work there is, the more people that come, and the more people that come, the more houses they need. So the more houses those people live in, and the more houses they have to build for the, and it's just a self-perpetuating thing. So there you go. That's how cities and towns are created, I suppose. What happens when they're finished though? What happens when all the houses are built? Does it just keep going? Hope not. Okay, I've decided I'm going to show you where our new house is. So here we go, we're going on the back way. There's a park here, primary school, not that we need it. Just a bit further past the primary school is a campground, and then there's a big sports ground. Big area for the dogs to run around in. Oh, when they're going to get the street fixed, they've been playing with it for ages. This is where we go. So that was the first street back from the beach. This is the second one back from the beach. And this is it here, Blake Boulevard. Yeah, it looks nice, doesn't it? A more established part of Papamoa. Like I say, most of these houses were built in the late 90s. So we're going right around the corner here, so we're effectively 3 streets back from the beach now. And here it is. This is the cul-de-sac, so we're at the end of the cul-de-sac, and this is the house. Show you the sign. Sold to us. And there you get a look at it. It's not the flashiest house in the world, but represents really good value for money. Looks like they all moved out. The boat's gone, caravan's gone. So that's it. See how nice, and it's a good distance away from the neighbours. You're not, really, really close. Good sized garage there. Down the back side here, you're a bit closer, but you're still not really, really close, and you get a bit of privacy. There's a big fence that runs along that side. Anyway, that's it. So don't come stalking me, please. And just through there's a walkway through to the park and the sports ground. There's beach access through there, and there's another one further back, and now there it is there, straight through there is the house. So it's not that far away. And there's the beach, just up there, 100 metres up there. Pretty damn cool. So we'll go back this way. I wonder what the time is. 4:42. Time for a beer. It's 5 o'clock by the time I get home. And then I can have a nice cold one. See if Australia have thrashed us at the cricket yet. They're doing a pretty good job last time I looked. Never mind, we won the Rugby World Cup. Can't be good at everything. Papamoa Town Centre. It's only little, but it's got everything here. We were just saying this morning how we've got the gym, 2 supermarkets, the shopping plaza, the library, the doctors, the bank, McDonald's, liquor store, all within very short walking distance. You can park in the central car park there and walk to all of those different places. Mitre 10 for Kathy, so she can go and buy her paint stuff. Library there, just fantastic. One of the good things about living in this little spot is that everything's just been purpose built for the job, and nice and close and easy to get to. A couple of drawbacks though. There's no such thing as a corner shop. There's no such thing as a corner pub. There are lots of parks and reserves, and that's nice. But you've got to be it's hardly being really organised, but you've got to be a little bit organised in that. You can't just pop down the road for a bottle of milk, for example. You do have to get in the car or hop on the push bike or motorbike and you know, get out and go and get that stuff. You can't just walk to the corner of the street. Ah, but hell, you can't have everything, can you? And to be fair, from where we're living now to the shop is only 3 kilometres, and where the new house is even closer, much closer in fact, much closer.